Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. I made a pretty funny mistake on the spoon. That must be a featherweight spoon. It's probably not going to be very easy casting unless on baitcaster, because yeah, it's featherweight. So what I'm gonna try to do, I have to go down and grab it as soon as I hit live. I realized I left it in the car. But what I'm gonna do is I grabbed some from the thrift store. They happen to have some. Just grabbed a few. If they work, I'll go back and grab the rest. But somewhere I have a few bags of them. I just don't know where. The flat glass marbles, gonna try to use that. Gonna try to use this copper tape here. And hey, John C. Evening, David. I'm gonna try to use this copper to bezel around one of those flat glass kind of like marbles and solder that onto the brass plate and see what that does, because that'll be more than heavy enough to toss it, and it'll look pretty neat with glass refracting the sun. And there's that. So tonight I'm still wandering around trying to find let's see, like a heavier brass, and this is, I think, about the heaviest I have. So I'm just gonna make smaller spoons. Got a picture. Might be the waterfall. But did end up at the thrift store. Hey, got some jeans. Nothing special. But they're stretchy and I can use this at night. I got this little jacket. I'm gonna give it to my mom. It's a Orvis jacket. Ain't that sweet and precious? Got these little knots, which I don't know how functional they are. I tried the safari jacket on today finally, but it was way too big. Really comfortable. I love soft denim. I got this like white shirt. It was like 50 cents. But I don't know why I'm even showing this. It's like probably the most boring haul ever. But this really nice scarf. So this is super multi-purpose because I can use it for a beach blanket because I lost all my beach blankets, and like to cover up. And it's really nice. 50 cents. This thrift store is really good. I also got these pants because I could not resist. Righteous. Yeah. And oh, a pair of like fishing pants. And yeah, very basic. And a white t-shirt that was, I think, free. And my friend got this sweet shirt. My friend scored this Wrangler shirt. The snap buttons, the perfect blue plaid. Man, wish that was my size because that's nice. I can never find snap button Western shirts my size. But, and then this. Yeah, didn't really snoop around too much. I guess the marbles are with the lure downstairs. So I gotta get that. Uh-oh, this is actually really comfortable. There's a buck. Little Orvis sweater. Hey, Nate. Very nice. Evening, Muhammad. Jim Morrison pants. I do have some leather pants. They don't smell too bad though. I can't imagine. I bet those were UV refractive or reflective, like, I don't know what I'm saying. Got some bread. Really good bread. What's this, bakery? Because I like the Americanized food. It's just soy and estrogen stuff. So, really grateful for like South American food in our South American community, because they're one of the last like fronts to real food, to be totally honest. I don't know how else to say that without sounding odd, but all these Americanized chains are like half the meat, anything is soy. It drives me nuts. So I just kind of stick with certain directions, I guess. Like there's Cuban bakeries everywhere. They have the best coffee, best fresh squeezed orange juice, best bread, best pastries, best meat dishes, best everything. You know, it will keep you fueled all day. So there's really zero to, well, there's just no point to even going into any form of chain, because as soon as like things are being made like at that scale, it's just too easy for people to go for the bad whatever type of green, it seems, and it's just so spongy. And I really, really don't like eating something and feeling like shit after eating it, because that defeats the whole purpose of food. I'd rather just eat like a chicken thigh and a potato. It drives me nuts. And best coffee possible. Best actual real coffee. Like, I don't want to get on a tangent, but the only place that you could get, like, there's Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and all those places, of course, but I think you get more of a sugar high from those places than like caffeine. I never feel like more alert after drinking a Starbucks drink. Jittery maybe, like I just ate a bag of like sugar. But yeah, the Cuban coffee, it's like tiny little bit coffee, a shite ton milk, usually whole milk. It's like totally different. Not 80s movie moms. That's a good look right there. I have I'm looking for it. Just found a 90s Guess watch. I pretty much described it as such. I guess like 90s mom. But yeah, shoot, I should go down and get that spoon, because I'm gonna fire this up. I think take the power strip over there and just put it back here, and I'm going to try to solder onto it. Don't have to be pretty, but it's in desperate need of weight. I was thinking like weighing the hook, but how much weight am I going to really be able to get on that hook? I think a chunk of glass will weigh more, and if they're flat enough, it'll look like freaking jewelry too. So like, I'm pretty excited, and I've been wanting to do that for a minute, and it'll be super refracting. Like here's one of these things, but I'm hoping I got smaller ones. They had a dish of them, so I just grabbed a few small ones. And example, just, you know. But the ones that I grabbed today are a little smaller, so hopefully they'll fit, you know, better. And I mean, I could go in with this, and I don't have to add the hook to this one. But no, because that paddle, I don't know. I need smaller one of these, or smaller these. The other idea is taking big glass beads, and all I do is take a nail and try to hammer in the hole to try to get it to split in half. It usually splits alright, and that's a cheap way to make cabochons. Excuse me. But yeah, I gotta go grab that. Anything else? I got a pistachio thing downstairs too that I'm quite distracted by. But, Yeah, this is comfortable. Picked it up from my mom, but man, like read the paper. I've been reading the paper. I realized that was because my way to get news is pretty much bouncing around a bunch. Like I would just watch one channel. That is a sure way to re to circle jerks. That's just it. It's a tunnel. So I bounce around to like polar opposites and the in-betweens. But the newspaper I never really thought about as far as like missing bits. It's really interesting because I do live in Palm Beach County, so it's a lot of the like stuff that's happening over in Palm Beach too, which is wild. It's wild to connect with. It's like you see on the news too, like the local stuff, because a lot of it is funneled like right down the street, and it's pretty neat. Like man, like the I don't really want to talk about the whole thing because I don't know. I'm just a is what it is type of person, alright? Can't help this shit. And I just see it as something that, like, either is not being presented as or not yet, or only being presented as by a few people. But it's just like, it's too big and it's too, like, it's global. Like, boundaries don't exist. Just like when you're in a plane, you don't see borders. Like, when you get higher up, like, the borders don't, you know, you're like, well, seemingly, literally in bed with one another. Not funny, because these people are, it's not kink, it's like a deep, dark soul perversion that their perverted soul needs to pervert, you know, other good ones. And man, that shit will make you believing in angels and demons, that's for sure. And man, I just can't wait to like see if like they really smell like sulfur or something, because I feel like they do. Whatever. It's just like eerie folk, like I don't know how to put it into words, because it's not about what they look like. It's like when you get that like high up, like you're seeing different things, you're hearing different things, like it it's just different. And seeing all those, it's just wild. It's really, I've been glued to the TV a little bit. Well, not the TV, but my phone, because CoffeeZilla is covering this shit. And yeah, it's all right down the street where um like their Florida shenanigans is like all right there. It's just so crazy. And man, I tell you what, I even got drugged at a Palm Beach bar called Cucina. It's one of the only places that played like 70s rock and roll music, which, you know, I'm easy to please, I guess. But and people dressed really nice. I loved it. But I noticed I went with a friend on Easter Sunday, and there was a couple next to us that was speaking a fake Russian accent. Every vowel was pronounced totally different. It was like it didn't sound right, and they were right there. And went outside, and then the drink was already there. 2 sips of the second drink, complete loss of any form of mobility. My friend went back to the car, I guess. She just disappeared, you know. And like I didn't really trust all of them like that, to be totally honest. Scurvy. Anyway, so I had the pleasure of being raised on Lifetime movies. So I busted out that back door like a bat out of hell, quite frankly. And the one place I knew near was the bike shop, so I was going to try to break the window to get the alarm going, but didn't. Thankfully, a cop found me because it's a pretty pretty secure area, but also pretty dang, you know, sketch in its own ways. But yeah, that was the long story short. But I was able to stay like lucid for a few blocks just by scraping the skin off of my fingers or palms and whatever these things are called, knuckles. And that was the last time I used to still go back and I would get like bottles of water and I would send them back if they were closed or open. It was yeah, an experience for sure. But that's like unfortunately a very common one in these parts. Same thing with Miami, pretty much any place. I mean, that's the two ports too, the two big ports, Port of Miami and Port of Palm Beach. I don't know. But there's definitely like a very like grimy, like met really really cool like artistic authors, right? They were gonna go back to their apartment and do meth. It's like what the fuck? I couldn't gauge the people there like at all, and like all very like put together successful people. Everyone's dressed to the nines, but it's like casual, kind of like a pizza place. But oh dear God, it was a pizza place. I'm not gonna go there. I like all theories, alright? You know, you never know. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm still trying to figure out where the tunnels are because I know there's tunnels. Being next to the ocean doesn't mean much. But anyway, so yeah, I used to be quite I used to chase chaos, if you will. 'Cause I consider myself a quiet person, but that doesn't mean like, you know, I have a bunch of chill. Like you know, it's there's so many different directions and lives being lived that like even just walking in a random direction to see where you end up has its fruits. And I think that's why I really appreciate talking to so many different types of people, especially like walking by, because it's just a trip and a half at all times, basic existence. And yeah, I fucked up on that spoon though. Shoot, sorry. I drank a Cuban coffee as well as a Monster, so I am desperately trying not to bounce off the walls right now. But went to Home Depot. They did not have an ostrich duster. Or the other type of microfiber. And I didn't look at rope though. I was gonna see if there was any like brushable poly. Shoot, what is that stuff? Polyglycol? I already forgot. Well, anyways, I will be right back because I gotta get this. One more. Not bad. Yeah. Dang, this shirt is comfortable. I kind of want to do something like fold linen sheets outside or something. Really, I want to, like, I don't know, learn how to get clams. Because I think the pants, very clam friendly. Jacket, very, very, very clam friendly. I don't know what that means, but anytime I have pants on like this, I always want to walk around like a jagged beach digging for clams. I've never done that. I think it's because they're called clam diggers, but I can't be too sure. So I gotta still get this thing downstairs, but for that, yeah, that's a good mix. The yellow with the chartreuse. Man, Boca there is a fly shop, but it's just, man, so far. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to tie exactly what I tied, but with more appropriate proportions. For that, I gotta grab the thing downstairs. Let me check also. Oh, these are the things. Hey, James Outdoors! What are the flies that are being tied? So, made some spoons. I didn't even think about the weight, y'all. I didn't. My friend's son was like, yeah, that's really nice. Might be a little difficult to cast. And I was like, damn, how did I not think about that? I was like thinking it's thin, like, oh, it's gonna break maybe, but it's always the simplest stuff that somehow I just overlook completely. And that's why I really value being able to hand this stuff to people. So, I haven't really been finishing much because I'm kind of backtracking to do some tedious stuff that, like, just need to get a hang of, I guess, or feel like I do. And I wish I had an example, but my brain's fried. I could use better workflow as well as learning flow. But anyway, these, I was thinking I could tie onto these. I don't have any long shanks, like saltwater friendly long shanks. So I got these, and I was wondering if I could tie onto these. I could stretch the ends out a little bit so nothing slips off, but I don't even think, because this will go on leader. My hands are filthy because I was digging in a bunch of cuttings outside, and the just went to get a pump too, which was it was pretty fun. Like, I have no problems going with people to Home Depot. Nope. You don't want to go to Home Depot alone? I got you. I'll carry heavy shit and everything. But there's just so much stuff. A huge umbrella. $5. $5. And it's black and white. So it pleases me aesthetically. And huge. My little dink. Cute. That's very cute. But it's a dinky umbrella. I call it the self-sacrificing umbrella because when I'm using it with someone, I have to self-sacrifice. But yeah, huge umbrellas. So if you're in the market for a big black and white umbrella, I think it was called like Grip Tight or something. $5, $4.95. I felt like it was 2012. And getting an umbrella for $5. Shit, is it? I mean, I thought they were like $20 or something. I don't know. But also got a broom, so I have to get that too. Broom's gonna be real nice. I've been stepping on little bits of brass, and thankfully my friend knows not to walk barefoot near my desk. Last time that I had to have my ass saved, I was sewing pretty extensively. And yeah, sewing needles dropping on carpet is horrifying. That is some Saw level, like, it turns into a minefield. Yeah, but you know, I don't want to damage the wood, so I want to sweep before I step on something sharp and it like digs itself into the wood or something like that. Let me see these pants. Yes, really stoked. Stuff I really needed. I can never find white t-shirts that are crop tops. I I dig the crop tops a lot. I don't like tucking in a shirt if I'm gonna be sweating balls because all that just stays. It steams. Not nice. So crop tops, breathe, zen out. These are as basic as they get. Righteous pants, but really nice. They're a little bean, so they ain't gonna do me wrong one bit. And that line won't last long. I pretty much only get clothes from a thrift store. I don't like buying stuff brand new one bit because after you wash it, and I'm not talking men's clothes, y'all have it pretty good. There's plenty of legacy labels that still do y'all fine, 100% cotton, this and that, and you know, if you know your numbers in Levi's, you could just order them wherever. I'm sure there's some differences in styles and stuff, but women's clothes, it's an untrackable mess. And you'll see it all the time. Like a men's brand, same brand shirt will be 100% cotton. The women's version, essentially same shirt, is like 98% like this and 2% cotton. And I lived in Southeast Florida, not doing it anymore. Not doing it. I don't care if it's 50 cents. I mean, if it's 50 cents and cute, all right, I'll go in my winter box, but I don't have a winter box. But man, yeah, I've been looking for pants. All my pants are too big, huge, and I really don't know where to even get pants, like Levi's, but there's not like an LL Bean store near, and when you go to say like TJ Maxx or one of those places, you got the men's stuff. Again, y'all have it easy. Pants, shirt, other stuff. Women's, it's like whatever's in style and trending, and then you have some basics that are usually pretty ill-fitting, and then you might have an outdoor area. But man, I can't find any like truly utilitarian clothes, and that's what I'm after. Like, I kind of regret not getting the safari jacket, but maybe I should have taken a picture in it. It was an original 90s uh, Banana Republic safari jacket. I don't know if y'all have seen Banana Republic back in the day, but it was like safari and adventure clothes, and very Southeast Florida friendly. It was a perfect material, and I think it was a men's small though, so maybe I could just take a video of it. I don't know if somebody would be interested in that, because we do get really good vintage in my area, anywhere on the coast, anywhere really in the state, because so many people move down, and you know, but at that I would more than happy to send stuff out. Now these pants are really soft, man. Banana Republic, but you know, today, which I don't really know what to say about those. But I'm digging these red pants too. I do have a clothes thing. Let me grab other pants. Yeah, I got the pink pants there yesterday, or not yesterday, Jesus. Some other day that isn't today or yesterday, but like, oh yeah, last Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, for someone who's like as shy as I am, like I was at a bakery with my friend today, and he's like, "What do you think looks good?" I point to something, and he's like, "Tell the lady. Tell me why I ran away." If I'm not, I felt nauseous as shite. It was too funny, and then I had to like finally say, I'm like, "Can you Google what social anxiety, like the actual definition of?" So yeah. I don't know. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I try to overcome it, but in the moment, I just end up shouting because like it's the worst feeling ever. I tell the story a lot, but I tried to audition for a play to try to get rid of this shyness, and I didn't get the part, but I didn't get any part. I pleaded with them too. I'm like, look, I'm not here to like audition for a part. I'm here for I could be in the background. I could help schlep stuff back and forth, like somehow that got me to try to sing Elvis on stage, and I'm glad. Yeah, a buddy of mine and my mom was with me, but last minute my friend got my mom a taco, so they didn't see it. Thank God. I never like lost consciousness like that and then regained consciousness in mid-song. Like arms extended, felt like a movie, but it didn't sound like one. Yeah, Lake Worth Playhouse is where I tried that. All right, so I think right now I'm going to crap. I gotta grab that thing and the broom. I wonder if this mic would go down there. Uh-oh, where did I put that? I also have to do a quick little laundry. Yeah, I got this North Face jacket there the other day too. Because I don't really have any engineered clothing, as in like this is just designed for a purpose. Because again, I just grab whatever at the thrift store and call it a day. But trying to be prepared. And for cold and rain, I'm not prepared. And this, holy shit, I don't know what it's made out of, probably plastic. I don't know. But it is so warm. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been to one state that had snow once, and I showed up in tights and suede boots. That thing, every time I get too cold, I just throw that on for a few minutes. It's actually technology. It blows my mind. Like, yeah, I should maybe do some videos on finding warmth, uh, beginner warmth as a Floridian. Because like none of us have working heaters down here. All right, where did I put it? Another thing I'm really nervous about is this brunch thing. Holy trucks. One of the things that I'm trying to get out of is spending so much time behind, just like, in a corner or something. And like trying to engage in more social things, like making something and then, inviting people to consume it. But man, I used to have all kinds of stuff like that, but see my friend group, I know I say it a few times, but it kind of fell apart. Politics, it just eroded everyone's ability to think differently. And that was one of the best parts of my friend group, I guess, is everyone was so dang different and everyone thunk so dang different. But in the end, it just kind of I just I'm okay with not agreeing with people. I like that. I really do, because that's the whole point of being like data feeding, pattern recognizing, things. We were walking around with sensors all over us. It's not gonna pick up the same shit. And do we like the same food? No. They're vegan. At least one of them was. And no judgment, no judgment. My half sister, because I do have a half sister. I didn't find out she was, but anyway, she's a long time vegan, and she seems to be fine. She's like a real estate agent, and you know, they might have like recorded them. I couldn't tell what was in between there was just like in movies there and sitting in between like in the middle of the bleachers, a few of them, notebooks on their laps. Hey Remington. I had me a good old tsunami of caffeinated beverages and got a broom. I've been needing a broom for like 3 weeks now. It's like the little things. But the only ones I could find locally are ones that if you broom like a little too hard, it was just gonna break. Jamie's tripping. um, Everybody needs an umbrella. I was telling my friend, because it's like, what's that one dopey Sinatra song? And he had no idea what it was. He's like diehard Sinatra fan. But there's a song, it's gonna be stuck in my head for like 18 months now. Oh, I shouldn't say it out loud because I was going to. I'm just a fellow with an umbrella. That's all I remember. Alright, I've procrastinated walking downstairs again long enough. But yeah, I haven't had to do much swimming to keep my legs like from like getting sore and stuff like that. Because if you don't stop or if you don't keep moving, I'm a firm believer in like, I mean, every time I stop moving, it's a little harder to get back moving. And like this chair really screws my back up, you know, like not I've never experienced before. And so I use the yoga trapeze just to like, like I forgot what they call like a to arch your back, but that is pretty much all I can find. I want to get one of those inversion things, but yeah, it's rough. So I try to do it in spurts. I am looking for a chair, but gamer chairs, I had one, but that's like designed for sitting back, and I really need something for sitting forward, like a doctor's stool. I don't really need a back. Maybe get one lean back chair and one doctor's stool. I don't know. And on top of that, they're just crazy expensive. Even if I had like $300 for a dang computer chair, I wouldn't be getting no computer chair. I'd be getting a dapping set and then some. But yeah, hey Finn, Flycraft. Yeah, yeah. My mind keeps going to stools, cause same thing with mechanics. Like they're always hunched uncomfortable, and stools. And I'll probably fall out of it a few times, cause I do like slam my back on the chair to try to pop it back into place. But yeah, it's been brutal. I And I don't like taking aspirin or ibuprofen or anything like that because kidneys and stuff. And if I start that, I'll be taking them every day. Because sometimes this chair triggers one of those like tension headaches really bad, or else it's just timing and the dim light or whatever. But this is it's a good chair, but dang and I just did see a pillow in a weird spot. I'm an idiot. I was using my pillow for a while, but I just found this the other day. Huh. Gosh. I need ginkgo biloba or something. But, alright. So, gonna grab that spoon, finally. I didn't think about the weight. So, quick, like, little... So, Flycraft and Finn. I made a spoon, like so, with a bucktail amalgamation at the back, but I didn't think about how light it is. This is gonna suck casting, like, a lot. So, I was either thinking of just when I rig it, put a weight on the leader or something like that, but no, no, no. So, I don't know how much possible weight I could get on a hook by wrapping it. I do have some thick stuff and maybe just one tuft of bucktail, no complicating it. But I was gonna try to solder onto this, or solder this onto the brass. They still might be a little too big. I think I grabbed some smaller ones. And to do that, I'm just going to use this copper tape and sand this. Trying to get... Oh, right on. Oh, my dad's friend had a stroke. And he's trying to get on disabilities and construction, which is just brutal. Was on top of the world like a few months ago. Just got a big new, brand new, well, I don't know brand new, but it looks brand new. Big truck, huge truck. And yeah, I obviously can't drive anymore. And somehow still has a positive outlook. Like, my dad could definitely take notes, but I'm trying with my dad. It's just really difficult. I physically can't lift him up. Maybe I can now because he's like 130 something pounds. I'm 115, so he's like really close. 128. It wasn't 130. Like last few weeks it was 137. Blows my mind. Anyway, let me grab this. Shall return brief. I got stones. Yeah. Big ass umbrella. Firm grip. I forgot what I said earlier. But they also had plain black ones. Got me a broom. Yeah. Now that is a broom. Oh, this is gonna be nice. Alright. Alright, so here's the spoon. Here's the spoon. It's pretty, in my opinion. I'm not too sure if the proportions are right, but fixing to make another. So should have grabbed more of these stones, but it was yeah, it's gonna be pretty. So I'm gonna put it here, and that should be a ton of weight. So I'm gonna leave this one be. Grab the other one I started. Because I'm gonna have to. Alright, first things first. Grab some of this. And then I'm gonna wrap it with that. This is tape. I've been really wanting to experiment with it. Because since it's so thin, you could solder right onto it. It doesn't have to heat up or anything. And could use glass, stones, anything. Just don't get Michael's tape. It's useless. Like everything else in that damn store. And sometimes it's a little awkward to get on. Ain't nothing. Just gotta clean the brass with some steel wool. There. Just tape it in the rounds. Just make sure it's cupped well so the stone doesn't just fall out. Shoot, my dumbass cut that the wrong way. I'm just gonna put an extra piece on it because it'll just flow together. Ooh, I don't have flux. I have a little bit of flux, I think. Now I'm not too sure. Very smart. So just trying to get it a little smoother. Get those ripply bits and just kind of burnish them into it. Oh, I gotta turn this thing on. Oh, goody, goody, goody. think I already, did I? Because I don't need the cord now for this little thing. Wait. Ah. Oh, you can see this necklace. That's the same copper tape, just using lead-free solder. And this is based off of a crystal ball from the Clan Campbell in Scotland. If you look up crystal balls of Clan Campbell, pretty interesting stuff, really pretty. Alright, what is that, Dremel? Alright, I don't need that now. Really make some room. I'll try with this one. This one looks a little lighter anyway. The exact same. I might just toss that Michael's tape. It is atrocious. Oh, let me guess. This is gonna be one of those. Frick. Shite. Where do I have a block? Oh no. I think. Oh, I think I know where one is. Hey! One of those 3 to 2 things. Can't live without these. Okay. It's on. It's been a minute. Alright. Move the bread. Alright, so I'm not too sure how well this is gonna go, but I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'll try it on this one. Yeah. So this goes, alright, let me hammer this out a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, shoot. I guess I do need Dremel. I forgot to look at the Dremel section. I really want to get one of those drill press Dremel presses. Oh, like 30 bucks, 25 bucks. Don't have to be fancy. And core bits, so hollow diamond bits. Really need those too. Home Depot doesn't have them. The shakiest hand. Okay, one moment. have a little broom. Huh. There you go. Responsible. Yeah. Gotta open that up a little bit. Okay. Mosquito bite or something. Just trying to get a little round there. That under there. Little fox. I was on this honeycomb. Just gonna add some support. Yeah, you'll find this tape in for stained glass. So I'll just coat it. I'm wondering if I should solder onto this and then like solder this. Now let me prepare another one too. A little sloppy, but I wish they laid a hair flatter. you know, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Getting really hot. Wool, steel wool. Yeah, God, that shines it up so nice. I don't know what else to use. Oh, paintbrush. Psst. I might have to, like, do this first. I have no idea what I'm doing, so. But you know what else has always worked? I've made like a lot of stuff this way. I want to go fishing really bad. Oh, good hour. Sweet. Yeah, I don't miss the Five Smith streams for anything. That's hot. I just need to get some on. Oop, I'm stuck. I haven't done this in like over a year, so I'm also doing it with my left hand for some reason. Should have poked some. Should have poked some nails. Oh, god damn. That is gonna break. Alright, let that cool for a second. Do After I get these little divots out. Gonna be getting some traditional Italian food here shortly. Not tonight, but very excited. So, trying to figure out what. I know I want something with the tomato sauce and seafood. Let that cool for a second. Then I'm gonna flip it over and then solder it onto this. But there was a little gap in there, and I'd rather have that sewn encased on the back too, so it just doesn't like slide out. Can't put it in water to cool it. It will just shatter immediately. Oh, I need to get some sand. I usually throw in sand. I don't know, my phone is dead. Oh, flycraft, right on. I don't know much about trout fishing. I don't know much about trout other than they're really, really pretty. But wow, when it gets hot, yeah, my brain says cool water fish. I just never seen a fish with skin like that. Like it, not like an eel, but like microscopic scales or something. And we have sea trout, but you know, so when you fish for trout, is it like the rainbow trout or is it those brown trout? I was just reading a little bit about the amounts different types of trout eat. Because some eat a ton and some just eat like, but that's not wasn't the point. It's like we were talking about brown trout and how like there's like less feeding chances. Getting a pull over or something. Do the thing. It's broken. I really don't understand this, but I have a good time. Alright. I just need to tag it for I did not want to bring that in. I lost it! No! Oh, that doesn't stick at all. I know I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's from the resin. suppose I could have gotten some super glue. Or JB Weld, would that work? I got that. So I'm gonna plate this whole side in the zinc because it's getting everywhere, or the solder. Anyways. Let me get some blobs on here. Alright. Should have a mask on. Ooh. Damn it. Don't want that. Crap. Should have soldered this little, or no, clean this a little more up here. When I get all the nooks crannied, I'll be able to smooth it out. Like it. I'm just gonna try to file off the solder from the other side. Too dirty down here. Little too dirty. Look how defiant it is. Yeah, a few more little bits. So I definitely have to